In what way?
First half maybe wasn't the best, and then the second did seem like you guys turned a lot of things around.
Well, that's part of it. I think traveling here, and Nevada's a good football team. I want to give them credit. They played well, and we knew they would, and they had a lot of energy. And I thought our guys overcame quite a bit tonight. Now, some of the things in the first half, the discipline part of it, with the penalties, and just some of those things that we don't do. And we talked about that. That's not what our focus is each and every week. Our focus is getting better and trying to go win a game. So we corrected that, and we made better decisions, and we were able to go out there. And I thought the turnovers the defense had, and the one that Horton had, that was spectacular. What a great run. That guy came up huge for us, and that was key in the game. And we made adjustments on the offensive side, for the second half. We were able to go score. I was really proud of the offense at the end of the half to go down there and just get 3. Let's be aggressive. And we did that tonight. We went for it on 4th down a couple times. I thought the defense, they played really well. I know they had a couple big plays, but they got down in the red zone, were able to swell up. They kicked field goals. Those are keys in the game. Lost a few guys in the game. Joel was out, so the kickoff they were gonna do a little bit shorter with Hayden out there, so he wasn't able to come back in. And, at the end of the game, we ran the ball. I thought we managed that part of it pretty well. We left the amount of time that we thought we might have on there, and the defense came up big and finished the game.
Did you feel pretty fortunate to be tied at the half? I mean, the nine penalties for over 100 yards, and you had 3 turnovers, and yet you're still tied going in there.
Yeah, we did. I did. Yeah, I mean, you look at that and just those numbers, if you're looking at it, calculating how the game might go. We went down there and kicked the field goal and tied it up. It was really, we always talk about 0-0. We came to half. It was really 0-0. All right. Okay, we overcame that. Our guys did a good job. Those are self-inflicted penalties, and the turnovers we had to, we had to clean that up. I mean, that's just you lose that turnover battle. It's hard to go win a game, and our guys found an opportunity in the second half to take advantage of and just go out there and execute and just do their jobs and just focus on the task at hand, and we were able to win the game.
You get the ball back with 8.5 minutes to go. That's a lot of time to kill off the clock. At what point during that drive did you start thinking, hey, we might actually be able to run it all off here?
Well, yeah, you really don't fit. Probably about when you get in your 5-minute range, you start getting in 5 minutes. I've always felt this way. We start getting in 5 minutes and we're running the ball semi-well, then we can just go out there and try to keep doing that and see if we can't just get manageable and keep playing that game a little bit. And we were close at the end. I would like to finish the game where we were able to run it or take a knee. All we needed was a first down. We could take a knee. They were out of timeouts. They managed it well too. They used the clock there to give them just a little bit of time at the end. But we had some penetration on a couple runs. We gave some negative plays, which is not what you want. We're in a set where we shouldn't do that. Unfortunately, we did. We still finished fairly well at the end of the game.
You run up the middle on 3rd and 6, and kind of surprised people a little bit, I think. But then you went for it on 4th and 8. So did you know it was you were going for it on 4th down at that point?
Yeah, we did. It was 2 downs. Okay. Yeah, we weren't going to kick a field goal at that point, and we weren't going to punt it. We were going to run the ball. So we had a different call, than we chose to run it right there and tried to spread them out like we had thrown it. Hopefully they were going to play a little bit of coverage. And they did. They brought pressure. When we got hit, we didn't want to throw it though. And we could have done some things on the edge. We just didn't want to throw it because we knew we were going to run it, and we wanted to chew as much clock as we could at the end. And so I thought that part of it did go as expected. And the only thing was the 1 second at the end, coming off there. And it seems like this year, if you guys at 4th quarter, we'll bring it up 4th quarter. Then we got to go play another play. That's been one of those things. I walked out there and I heard the play is under review, and Coach Norvell, I'm like, just go back. Just go back. This is how the season's gone so far in some of those games, and they had the 1 second left, and we're able to finish.
4th and 8. Why the decision to go for it there, and why that particular play?
Yeah, well, it gave us a chance to protect. That was one. It was the same play we scored the touchdown on the other 4th down. Okay. And we made an adjustment in that situation, and we needed to. We needed to find a way to go and get the first down.
So CT goes from running basically a streak to running an out. Is that what you do there?
Yeah. Okay. He kind of made an adjustment on it. It's really both out or vertical or vertical or out, and you can kind of make an adjustment on the play. And they did that, and he got just enough and made the catch there, and I saw it. I didn't really check the replay, but he made a great catch, and it was a big play, and that was, I think that was something for our team, and I know it was exciting for the offensive side, but I think everybody felt that, hey, we're going for the win. That's what we came here to do.
Given the way things have gone this year, and obviously a lot of talk this week about the offensive line, what did that mean to you guys to go burn off 8.5 minutes?
Yep.
And I mean, it wasn't, it wasn't 10-yard chunks, but you got the first downs and moved the ball down the field and got it taken care of.
Yeah, no, we did. You still want to run it more effectively early on. I think that's the key. Is you got to find ways to establish that early, so the rest of the plays you want to run, they all kind of tie into that. And we'll continue. We'll keep working on it. I think the O-line, we got a couple guys that were out. Some guys stepped up, so we'll see how those guys are. But they came out there and they were able to put the drive together. They were able to run it. I thought Alexander and the backs ran physical. Probably the biggest play was Shakir's. We ran that sweep, and we had the edge really. They had the edge sealed, and he made a vertical cut and got the first down. And it was like third and 3. That was a 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3 right there. That was probably one of the plays of the game to keep the drive alive, and that's what. See a young guy doing that, go out there and make plays like that, that's a positive.
I know you
Brett
said
the O-line, Brett said that you felt like they played better. Mm-hmm. You moved a little bit. I mean, Quevedo went out, so you put more in. Yep. And then also you put in John Ojukwu in there. Mm-hmm. Kind of tell us a little bit how that all came together and how you feel maybe those guys did out there.
Well, Eric came out, and so Isaiah came in for him. And John has been practicing at right tackle. He's been getting reps. Right. I think he and Andres had about equal reps this last week. So both those guys played. They knew they were going to play in the game, and it was just his opportunity to go in there and get some reps and go play, and let's see what he can do, because he had a good week of practice. He earned those opportunities, and I don't know, I have to watch the film, but I think he played fairly well.
You've talked in the past about you don't care how ugly it is or what, you just want to have one more point than the other team. Do you kind of feel that way sneaking out of here?
I do. I mean, a win, anytime you can win and on the road, always proud and know how difficult that is. You saw it again this week, right? In college football, it's hard to do. The time is not now to talk about that. The time is when you come back on Sunday, and now how do you find a way to win? And as competitors, you want to find a way to dominate. You want to do it where every play, if it didn't go well, there was probably a reason why. And you want to go back and make sure, and you're not okay with that, you want to make sure everybody's on the same page of how we're going to execute that when we run it again. So, yes, these guys our players are out there, they're fighting to go win a game, and a tough one, and they overcame quite a bit tonight. Some of the stuff self-inflicted, but overall they got it done. And that right there, we never take that for granted. And I'm proud of our guys and the guys that stepped up as other guys were hurt. And we got it done. You guys heard about Chase Cord was not out there, all right? Chase Cord tore his ACL in practice, and that's why he wasn't out there. So that's a season-ending injury, and we'll get him back on the mend. So, that's why he wasn't there tonight. And he's a kid who's been working extremely hard. That's disappointing. But, we got guys, and Jalen Henderson and Riley Smith, those guys stepped up. And Brett again tonight, thought he played tough, made plays, made throws, and, I thought he did a really good job in the second half.
Is the expectation you'll be able to get Chase back for fall camp next year, or is that too quickly?
I hope so, yeah. I don't know all the timeline of it right now, but that is the hope. And certainly for him too, and he's fantastic. He was there. He's going to do everything he can to help those guys out. And, unfortunately, when guys get injured, I know it's very difficult on them, but there's a silver lining where, as a quarterback too, you can use that time to mentally prepare, develop yourself, and then when you do come back and healthy, you've got a lot better understanding of the game, and you've watched practice. You kind of know from a coach's perspective of how we want to operate, and he'll take advantage of that. He's an awesome kid. It's unfortunate, and it's one of those things we got to be able to overcome.